All right, so what's up, YouTube fam? I had to get this video out before the year was over with. Just going to give you some top 10 things to make sure you do for next year. So it's going to take a minute. So if you want to, you can pause the video, go get you a cup of coffee or get you a Red Bull or something. Come back right to me. All right, so here we go. Some tips for 2019 for all of my DJs out there, and local artists as well. As you're trying to get your music out there and whatnot. Number one, make sure you spend some money on advertising. The reason why I say that, if you don't spend money on advertising, whether it be business cards, flyers, or trying to get up a website or something like that, if you don't get spend that money on there, you will not get a great return. I've known some people that put out, spend thousands of dollars on websites. You don't have to do all of that. Get you some business cards first. Start crawling before you walk, and make sure you have business cards everywhere that you go. I'm gonna give you an example why. Just last night, I went into our local CVS store or whatever, went to go pick up some Gorilla Glue, and ended up talking to the cashier that was at the register, and she's, oh yeah, I'm getting married soon. Oh, all right, well, do you have a DJ? Pass out my business card right there. And it was an easy thing to do. She just texted me this morning asking, hey, I want to know some more info. I want to know your prices and stuff like that, and go from there. You can pass it out at the gas station. You can just pass them out at random. It don't just have to be at your events that you're playing at. You can pass them out anywhere. It could be while you're pumping gas. You could be talking to the person at the next pump. Be mindful and keep track of everything that you're doing. But yeah, you can do that. Let me open this back up here. So that's number one. Spend some money on advertising. One of the other things that I did do as far as advertising was I was using Thumbtack. I'm not a fan of it anymore. When it first got out there, it was fine. Now I don't know if they're putting out fake requests and you're spending money on those or whatever, or is it that there's a lot of lowball DJs? Again, I've spent a lot of money into it, but I've also gotten a lot of money back. When I noticed I wasn't getting that much from out of it, I just cut it off, and I started hearing the rumors about it. And certain things on there wasn't making sense. Plus, scammers were starting to get on there as well. So that's number one. Let's move on to number two. Whatever you did last year that didn't work, don't do it in 2019. That's like a hamster running on the treadmill. He's constantly running, and he's not getting anywhere. It's kind of like an insane move, so to speak. Again, going back on the Thumbtack, when I noticed, this was a couple of years ago, when I noticed that it stopped working for me, by October I cut it off and I never used it again. Some of those clients that I did get from off of there, they still contact me back through email and what have you. But if anything that you did last year, or this year rather, 2018, and it did not work, don't do it in 2019. It's just pointless on that. So that's number two. Let's head to number three. Be mindful of the amount of money that you spend on equipment. Know the difference between needs and wants. Let me break that down real quick. If you don't have, let's say, a controller or DJ mixer or something like that, but you want to get into the DJ business or the DJ game, whether you want to be a bedroom DJ, mobile DJ, club DJ, or whatever, those are needs. The difference between a need and a want, sure, I wouldn't mind buying a DJ SZ or an S7, and those are one of my two favorite controllers. But the difference is, do I need it? No, it's more of a want. And I've gotten tied up plenty of times buying this, buying that. As soon as something come out, go buy this and go buy that. Not just to say that I have it, but it was just something I want. I get tons of emails every day from different online stores. Some of them which I buy stuff from, some of them I probably just went on their website, just wanted to sign up on their website or whatever and see what sales they had or whatever. And I get that stuff every day, and I get stuff from most of the DJ manufacturers, the top brands: Pioneer, Newmark, Denon, Rain, Serato. I get emails from them every day, stuff that might be coming out, sales that they might have or whatever. There's a lot of stuff that I see out there that I would want, but now you have to draw that line. Do I need it? If you don't need it, then don't spend the money on getting it, because you'll find yourself in a financial bind trying to get stuff all the time with stuff that you want versus stuff that you need. You need a microphone. You need that laptop. You need a controller. You have to have the biggest and the loudest speakers out there. That's more of a preference when it comes down to that there. And I can go off on another go off on a while on that one, on the other one. Let's head to number 4. Be mindful of the things that you post on social media. I got that idea after reading another DJ's email that he sent to me. And I thought about some things. Okay, well, did I post anything bad on social media? I don't believe I don't recall him posting anything about any customers or anything like that, unless it was something good. I get a lot of customers that might send me a text message a day or two after their event. Hey, you killed our party last night. You killed the wedding. It was on point. Everybody loved it. They're still talking about it. I might screenshot that and post that up there. That's a little bit of reference so that other clients in the future, if they ask, well, hey, do you have any reference or whatever? Yeah, I got so-and-so right there, posted something on my social media, on my Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. I might screenshot it and put it on Twitter or whatever and go from there. You don't want to post anything negative about a bad experience that you had with a client or any vendors or the venue, stuff like that there. Every now and then, yeah, you might have to rant about something, but if you're doing that, make sure that you're doing that to warn another DJ or another vendor or even a client. Hey, listen, they booked the venue and nobody was there to open the venue that day. They opened up late, stuff like that. Then that's a little bit different. But you really don't want to bash anybody when it comes to doing stuff like that. I'm good for going back on that company's website and leaving reviews on there. For example, me and my family went out to a restaurant that had a lot of games and stuff there just over the weekend, and the service was horrible. Now, the server said, well, he wasn't really supposed to have been working that area. That was someone else's area. Okay, well, my response was, excuse me, was that if it wasn't your area, then you shouldn't have took on the responsibility of working that area. With that being said, we got a bad service the whole night. Food was cold, blah, 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 whole nine. I respond back and go onto their website, contact their corporate, stuff like that there. But I was started to post it on social media, and I said, nah, you know what, let me leave that alone. That won't get you anywhere. So that's with that one. Number 5, make sure you have good personal appearance as well as appearance on as far as your equipment. I know you guys probably seen that sometimes I haven't shaved. I'm trying to keep track of that more often. I used to go to the barber. My hair is not growing. I don't have any hair, so therefore I keep it bald. So it's nothing more than a little shaving cream and a razor might do. You got to be presentable all the time. There's one of the things that I really, really hate, and no disrespect to anyone on here if you are doing it, the sagging pants and stuff like that. Any of my clients would have seen me do anything like that, they wouldn't hire me on the spot. It's to each his own on that, but that's just not what we do here. We don't do the sagging pants or anything like that. We try. Anytime that I do go to events, I make sure that I'm groomed, I'm dressed properly. If it's a wedding, yes, I'm dressing up for the wedding. Stuff like that. There, we make sure that we come dressed and prepared. As far as your equipment, what I mean by appearance on equipment, again, if any of you guys that's doing this is no offense to you, these are things that I did not know a long time ago. Now I know, and one of our motto is when you know better, you do better. There was a conversation that came up about another DJ that was using some orange extension cords. Consciously, if you don't know, it won't bother you, but try to do away with the orange extension cords. You can get you some black extension cords. I know for sure that they sell them at Home Depot. I bought some. I've made most of my own with the black extension cords, but try to do away with the orange extension cords, especially if you're doing a wedding or upscale event, and you don't want that orange extension cord sticking out as a eyesore in those pictures. Try to get the black extension cords. If you're doing an outdoor event, then maybe if you're putting it in an area that you need it to be visible or something, but even with that, still try to do the black extension cords. Also, with that being said, make sure you get some gaff tape to go along with that. Any areas that you have to run, let's say that you're running multiple speakers in one room, you need to run the XLR cables or power cables against the wall. Just get a little gaff tape, tape up certain. You don't have to tape up the whole wall. Tape up certain sections on there to make sure that the wires are pulled back against the wall, so it's nice, tight, neat, stuff like that there. Same thing goes with doorways, especially if you're at these venues. A lot of these venues that I know of down here, South Florida, and as well as Orlando area, they want all of these vendors to have, especially the DJs now, to have liability insurance. And one of the venues here that I realized, okay, well, you wasn't asking for the insurance before. Was there something that happened that caused that? Yes, someone tripped over a cord. In the process of them tripping on that, they pulled the speaker down at the same time and the speaker fell. I don't know if it hit anyone or whatever, but their thing was if it was taped down, it wouldn't have caused all of that. So again, make sure you get that gaff tape. You can get them from off of Amazon. I'll say Amazon, Z Sounds, American Musical, Parts Express, all of those places sell the gaff tape, and just make sure you tape everything down nice and neat. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. All right, so let's move on to the next one. Number 6, always follow up with the clients. I've had just this week alone, had to go back and forth with a client. I don't really recommend doing that sometimes, but if I see that there is a profit to be made from it, that I can do business with them, then yes, I'm going to follow up with them. Whether it's through text message, email, phone call, whatever. If they call you and they check with you, hey, I'm having an event at such and such a venue, and even if you say, oh yeah, I've played there several times before, whatever, you know the venue, so you don't have to do a site visit. That's a plus. They already feel comfortable that you know the venue, but they haven't called back. Not sure, they might have been tied up. This particular client here, they run their own business, which I just found out today. And, she said that, yes, she was extremely busy. Plus, like now, you just had Christmas and today is New Year's Eve. You might have had family in town. They might have had family in town. So sometimes you just got to follow back up with them. It might have slipped their mind. So again, follow up with clients, whether it be text message, email, or phone call. Let's go to number 7. Try your best Let me see, what did I do with this one? Try your best to be, try your best to meet up with first-time clients, unless they're doing a destination event and they're from out of town or something like that. We get a lot of that down here in South Florida. People come from out of state. They might have a destination wedding that they're having down here. They they want to do the whole beach thing and everything. Other than that, if you have a client that's within your area and it's not too far out of your way to meet up with them, try your best to do that. One of the reasons is just to make sure that you're a good fit with them and they're a good fit with you. You don't want to do an event where you feel uncomfortable with them or anything like that. But try your best to meet up with the clients if it's a first-time client. After that, then they constantly call you back. Hey, remember me? You did my event, such and such. Then now you don't have to meet up with them. If you're doing something at a venue that it's a first-time venue, then yeah, you might have to do a site visit at that venue. But try to meet up with the clients if possible, if they're within your area. Let's go to number 8. Put in place a party and wedding package for different budgets. I've done that. So far, it's working. I have 3 different packages for weddings, 3 different packages for parties. Example, the one that we're doing tonight, for New Year's Eve, I have another event that I'm doing with her January 26th. The 2 different packages. Tonight is just adults. They're just going to get my small setup, 2 EVZLX, and also 2 lights, which I finally started doing some DMXing on my own. I figured it all out with the small 3-channel DMX controller that I have. The next package up from there would probably be 2 ZLX12s, EVZLX12s with maybe 1 sub, and then from there it goes up. Actually, I'm going to say it's 4 packages because there's another system that we would use for bigger events, which that very rarely comes out, but when it do comes out, it makes the most money out of all of it. If a client, if it's some of you guys that's doing uplighting, if a client is, they booked you for the DJ, try to sell them on the uplights, try to sell them on the gobos and stuff like that, but also give them a discount for the more stuff that they get. For example, my clients, when I do, not even so much for the lights. I'm gonna show you another tactic that I use. This particular client that I'm doing the party for tonight, like I said, I'm doing another event for her on January 26th for her kids, and they wanted this whole EDM style party or whatever, or not EDM, but more of an ultra look with the lights, fog machine, or whatever. Not a problem. We didn't even talk about New Year's Eve then. Finally, when she mentioned for New Year's Eve, she texted me and asked me if I knew a bartender. Yes, I do know a bartender. I just met him a couple of weeks ago. He was pretty good at this event. Let me shoot him a text or a call and see if he's available. He was available, and I said, well, hey, do you have a DJ? And she's like, not really. They didn't really have too much of a big budget for it. Okay. What is your budget like? From there, I realized, okay, well, you know what? Hey, listen, I would charge a little bit. I think it was like $50 to $100 more than what their budget allowed, but I did not turn down the deal. What I did was, I told them, I said, well, hey, listen, if you can pay the 30% deposit from the January 26th party and the 30% deposit for this New Year's Eve party, I said, I'll go ahead and do it for that. Bam, I closed down 2 deals off of that 1 phone call. So, again, try to, work out packages with them, stuff like that there, and go from there. Number 9. Oh, okay. Number 9, being that we're on YouTube. Guys, get your music from a quality record pool. There's nothing wrong with some of the music on YouTube. Most of it is okay. Some of it, the quality of it is bad. Someone else that I know, another DJ that I know personally, was playing with me one time, and I'm like, why is your music up and down as far as the volume? This song is low, this song is high. Where are you getting your music from? Oh, I'm getting it from YouTube. Okay, that was mistake number one. Even if you analyze it, let's say for people that's using Serato, Virtual DJ, or Record Box, even if you analyze it, sometimes it's not going to make the quality better than what you had originally put in there. What you put in is what you're going to get out. So again, try to get your music from a reputable music pool, record pool, whatever you want to call it. Some of the ones that we use is BPM Supreme, Franchise Record Pool, which I like Franchise personally. That's my favorite one. And the third one is New Urban Tracks, where they actually send you out the music every month. New Urban Tracks is pretty good too. The good thing about them is you can get all of the radio edits, and then you'll get anywhere from, let's say, from 15 to 18 songs per month. All of those songs are going to be stuff that's in repetition, on the radio being played constantly and stuff like that. So they're not sending you, stuff that nobody's heard of and stuff like that there. With Franchise, I like them because there's a lot of remixes on there. My genres that I play, anything from hip hop, reggae, soca, calypso, all of that stuff is on there. The top 40, open format stuff, all of that stuff is on there. If I had a wedding that I had to do a couple of months ago where there was country music involved. I don't play country music that much. I have no problem with playing it. A lot of the songs on there are good. I got those songs right off of Franchise. There's also techno and EDM dance music on there as well. So again, try to get your music from quality record pools. Franchise, $20 a month. BPM Supreme, I believe, was $20 a month. New Urban Tracks, I don't remember what it was, but hey, it's worth it to go spend the money and get quality than to just continue downloading and not getting quality. And I've even had before somebody was getting some music from off of some website, and it wasn't a record pool, and ended up downloading a virus. So be mindful of that as well. And number 10, I'm sorry. The 5 P's. The 5 P's is proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you're prepared to do your event every single time, you'll never have a bad performance on there. Not saying that every time that people are always going to get up and dance. That doesn't happen all the time. Even with me, I've had some times that people just sat there. It could have been a number of things. It might not have been you. One of the things that usually keep people from dancing, too many lights on, too many chairs, depending on the type of setup it is or what type of event it is. Any one of those two can have people sitting down and they're just doing this all night while you're playing really good music. Again, don't take it as you. Every time that you do an event, everyone is not going to dance. You got some people that just come out to sit and look cute all the time, and I hate to say it, but that's what that is. But be prepared. I did another video a couple of weeks ago. Make sure you have all the connections that you need. Bring extra extension cords. Especially if it's a venue that you didn't do a site visit at, you don't know where the electricity is, especially when it comes down to doing wedding ceremonies, and they put you in these odd spots. It might have been outside, on the beach. You got to run long extension cords. Make sure you bring enough extension cords. Make sure you have the right connections in case someone you have to plug into the venue system or whatever. Make sure you bring your own connections. Don't rely on the venue to do anything like that. And always prepare for the worst and hope for the best. And I'm going to leave you with that there. So with that being said, yours truly one DJ Red. Wish y'all a happy new year. Hope that this wasn't boring for you guys. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Hit that thumbs up if you like it. And you can follow me on social media. Which way I'm going? Okay, The Real DJ Red with 2 Ds. Again, it's been fun. I'm going to try to do some live videos. I might even try to do a live one tonight, but I'm going to see how that's going to go. I know a lot of you guys probably out partying and stuff like that, but we'll see how that go. You can also hit me up on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, The Real DJ Red. You can find me on Facebook as well, The Real DJ Red with 2 Ds, and go from there. I'm going to put 2 fingers in there and say, peace. I'm up out of here.